Welcome aboard Rabbit Hole Express. Stand back, doors closing. Next stop, Quik Reaction TV. Quik.
Video is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research.
After nearly 144 years of construction, the world's tallest church has finally reached its maximum height. Barcelona's Sagrada Familia has been under construction for so long that locals have become used to seeing scaffolding and cranes alongside it. But on Friday, the last piece was finally put in place. A 17-meter tall, four-sided steel and glass cross was craned to the top of the Tower of Jesus Christ, reaching a staggering height of 172.5 meters, making it not only the tallest church in the entire world, but also the city's tallest building. The expectation now is that the scaffolding will finally be removed before the church's official inauguration, which is something that many people in the city have never seen before.
Oh my God!
No, see, the townspeople finally got tired of giving to that building fund and never seeing it get done. They stopped. Look what happened.
You can't be mad at the truth. And this brother right here told nothing but the truth.
Gas been a little bit cheaper lately. And no, the oil companies didn't suddenly find Jesus, which you're actually watching as the world's biggest cartel beefing with itself. Share and save this because this is geopolitical economics for regular folks. Quick lesson. Oil prices are not set by Bob's presidents. They're set by a cartel. Yeah, like drugs, but with suits and flags. The cartel's called OPEC. And the big dogs in that group, Saudi Arabia and Russia. And together, that's about half of the world's oil. And their main ops, the United States, about 20% of the world's global production. So how does this game work? You see, OPEC doesn't set prices directly. They actually just control supply. So more oil equals cheaper gas. Less oil equals expensive gas. So let's just break this down simply. OPEC likes to play this little game. Let's keep prices high, but not so high that America starts drilling like a crackhead. Because once oil hits about $70 per barrel, the U.S. oil companies say less and start pumping. See, back in 2016, Saudi Arabia realizes something crazy. Oil ain't forever. At this time, half their GDP was oil. So they launched Vision 2030. Tourism, tech, real estate, EVs, the whole rebrand. Okay, I'm sure you guys have seen a million Riyadh season ads at this point. That's the rebrand that I'm talking about. But all of that costs money, which means they need oil prices high. So from 2016 to 2020, they try to keep oil prices hovering just under $70. The perfect sweet spot. America stays chill and Saudi gets paid. Then come 2022. Russia invades Ukraine. Sanctions drop and Russian oil gets locked out of global markets. Supply drops and oil prices go stupid. $90, $100, $120 a barrel. And America, like the thugs we are, said bet. U.S. drilling goes crazy. In fact, for a minute, the U.S. became the biggest oil producer on earth. But Russia's like, we got a war to fund. We can't play cartel freeze tag. So Russia breaks rank and dumps oil on the market. So to recap, now you got the U.S. pumping like they just started OnlyFans. Russia dumping like the night after a tequila and Taco Bell combo. Supply is flooding streets. And with that, prices start falling fast. In fact, U.S. oil companies made so much during the spike, they learned how to drill profitably at $45 and $50 a barrel. So now Saudi Arabia's nightmare happens. They need high prices, but America doesn't anymore. So Saudi hits this in 2023. They say, all right, y'all, we got to cut production again. But smaller OPEC countries are broke. They can't afford to play Monopoly with empty pockets. So everybody just starts cheap. Cartel discipline dies, and OPEC starts cracking. And that's why today, 2026, oil is floating at about $40 to $60 a barrel. Not because politicians saved you, but because, like Meek Mill says, so much money, all your friends turn to enemies. As a result, America learned how to start drilling cheaper. And everyone started looking out for themselves. Gas got cheaper because global power structures started beefing, not because corporations got kind.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
My man was cooking. Now, was he reaching or was he right? Let me know down in the comments below.
That pencil is right under the middle of the blades. Ready?
Ready.
All right, whenever you are. Whoa! No way, he got it! He just... How? The fan's still spinning! Speed.
Boy, if you don't get...
All right, wait a minute. If the pencil was sitting there underneath the blade, all he did was pull it out. Show me where the trick was. Somebody, please, because I'm lost.
No. No, man. Stop. No, it's not true. That is not true. Shh. Shut up. It's not a game. I don't think that's true. You see, it's shaped like that because the plate falls in place. And remember, the plate has to turn while the food is on it. Now, I don't know why it looks like that, but it's not that. Although it looks like that, it's not that. This is what people are saying, right? So please, don't come up on here saying things like that could possibly not be true. Stop playing with me, son. This video's for insane purpose only. I don't know where the hell that guy got that video from or put that together because he's just making things up. Shut up! I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Because I stopped using a microwave 10 years ago, plus, probably longer. I just use a toaster oven. Or I use a regular oven. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on here, guys. You know what time is it. Shut up! Now, whatever this sign means has nothing to do with a microwave. The microwave is used for you to heat your food up faster because you're in a rush. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on here, guys. You know what time is it. Shut up! But I tell you one thing. If I ever go to somebody's house and they say you want to eat and my food comes out the microwave, okay.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
So he got all of his equipment confiscated after he tried being the first IRL streamer out of Antarctica. Just 1 hour after he started live streaming in Antarctica, he has his Starlink taken away and is told that he can't get it back until he leaves the continent. His Starlink is what allows him to live stream from virtually anywhere on Earth. Now the community notes are saying that it was just the cruise ship policy, that they don't allow Starlinks on board because they want you to pay for their internet or whatever, which sure is true because he was on a cruise ship at the time, but in the video you can hear him getting told that he can't get it back even when he goes on land.
Yeah, okay. It's confiscated. You'll receive it on the way back. You can't use it on the land? You can't use it on the land? No. Okay.
And then he posted this video saying this is what he saw before they took away his Starlink. Some sort of massive wall of ice with a cave entrance going into something. Antarctica is the most gate-kept landmass on the entire planet, and we occasionally get glimpses of what people who went there claim they saw. Like that time Mr. Beast, who did a whole video in Antarctica, let it slip on a live stream of what he claimed he saw there and got really nervous after.
Have you ever been to Antarctica? Yeah. Do you believe in the ice wall? Yeah, I saw the ice wall. Yeah, you saw it too. I can't say on stream. No way, but we'll talk about it later. That's crazy. Yeah, he almost leaked it. Let's just say you always need someone with you when you're in Antarctica.
Here's another clip of Neon, who claims that Mr. Beast told him something about Antarctica, but it's Neon, so take it with a grain of salt.
No, but you know what's crazy, bro? I kid you not. Chat, is it not possible to time travel? In Antarctica, they have portals. That's cap. Okay. Well, okay, how do you know? Huh? Like, okay, I know. Why? Trust me. Okay, but why? Trust me. You've been to Antarctica? No, I just know. I'm telling you right now, don't ask questions. There are portals in this world.
Last year, this guy, Ethan Guo, tried flying over every continent on Earth and got detained in Antarctica for 3 months after he flew over a tiny little island down there, possibly getting debriefed and being told that he didn't see anything down there. There's this whistleblower, Eric J. Hecker, a former contractor for the government, claiming they're experimenting with high-tech weaponry down there.
In 2010, I was selected to go down to the South Pole Station in Antarctica for an entire year by Raytheon Polar Services as an employee of a third-party contractor for the National Science Foundation. The technology at the South Pole Station certainly can do what it is presented as its primary purposes, and unfortunately, much more. Unfortunately, when they first fired it up, that was when we had the earthquakes in Christchurch, New Zealand. There was 2 incidental shots before they were able to target it correctly. This is an earthquake-generating device as well.
This encyclopedia from 1958 that talks about a 13,000-foot-high ice dome in Antarctica. And finally, there's this speech by Admiral Richard Byrd, the OG granddaddy whistleblower of Antarctica.
Admiral Byrd, you've been to both the North Pole and the South Pole. Is there any unexplored land left on this Earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole, on the other side of the South Pole, from Middle America. And I think it's quite astonishing.
That's a tremendous
So
challenge.
there's a lot of adventure left down at the bottom of the world.
Admiral, do you hope to see that?
I do. I think year after year, the bottom of the world, because the government has really become interested.
So is everyone just in on some massive joke, or is there something in Antarctica that they're purposely hiding from the rest of us?
Hey guys, YouTube sometimes don't be playing fair with the channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and drop your comment down for a little bit of engagement. And don't forget to hit the bell. Now let's get back to it. And let that be a lesson to you. It's nothing man can do without the proper tools and materials.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility, unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the President of the United States.
What? What? And you got to be kidding me. I mean,
these people, they had us believing that we the same species as them. The descendants of the caves, we're not the same species. We explained it in our textbook. They come from a completely different planet. That is why when they arrive on our planet, the sun kills them. It's not an accident. They were not at one time looking like us and then lost their goddamn carbon.
What? No way, son. My question is, why do these streamers keep mentioning Antarctica? And what do you mean Kai was on his way to Antarctica under the ocean? Could that be the place where they CL'ing them? I just want to see the old AMP guys, honestly. The good old days. But instead we gotta deal with this guy, Sinet. Who is this? Ah! Who is this? Look at his eyes, bro. Something is going on with Kai. Look at him. People are saying that he looks like a wax figure. Something is up. Because every time I turn around, these streamers are talking about Antarctica. Remember Mr. Beast? Remember Aiden Ross? Remember? Everybody's talking about Antarctica. Why is that, guys? Even Neon, remember that video I showed you? I don't know. And I don't think it will ever go back to this. Or this. I'm just playing around, guys. Entertainment purposes only. Obviously, Kai was just joking around. Where Kai is making a big deal out of it. Come on now, guys. You know how they play around. They streaming. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Who is this, bro? I'm out.
Oh, man. Do you know who this is? Comment below if you think you know, but don't cheat, because They tried to bury this, but good thing I got the shovel. Let's dig. Most people are waiting for the Antichrist, for the first horseman of the apocalypse. But what if he already came? What if he was dressed in white, crowned with a holy title, and claimed divine authority to conquer the world? This is not prophecy. This is history. Because the white horseman already came. See, when you find out who this man is, you'll understand that the world already ended. He claimed to be the representative of Christ on earth. With the right to claim the entire globe, he claimed salvation, but brought conquest. Now, you may know the white horseman is known to be the Antichrist, but why? That's because in Revelation, Christ appears at the end, wearing many crowns, wielding a sword to bring true peace. Whereas the first horseman appears at the beginning wearing a single crown, carrying a bow with no arrow. He rides out conquering and to conquer. So he is an imposter who comes in the same image as Christ in the Bible. He's the reason why Africa was enslaved, the Americas was enslaved, the Americas was colonized, and Africa was colonized. Well, what gave him the right? According to them, this right here. In 1455, a decree was written that claimed to give European elites the divine right to invade, conquer, and enslave the world. It was a papal bull issued as law, blessed by popes, and carried out by kings. It was called Romanus Pontifex. This and subsequent decrees created the doctrine of discovery, the legal foundation for all conquered lands to this day. Before we go further, you have to understand what a spirit is. A spirit is a collection of attributes that make something what it is. It's about to get deep. Do you know what animal this is? Comment what animal you think this is below. Don't cheat. Many of you said it was a dog, but it's not. It's actually a thylacine, a marsupial, completely unrelated to a canine, more closely related to a kangaroo. But why did you say it was a dog? Well, it has the same collection of attributes as a dog, the same essence, the same spirit. This is due to convergent evolution. Two organisms that share the same niche will develop the same attributes over a set amount of times possible. The niche is this matrix meaning structure in which it develops, and the spirit is the essence which is embedded in the matrix. That's going to be important. Pope Nicholas was this man. He is a spirit, a collection of attributes incarnated into a man. Because of him, we have the first time in history where 8% of the population rules 80% of the world. If a mysterious people led by mysterious elites came from an unknown location on the map and conquered 80% of the world today, claiming to represent Christ in the flesh, what would you call them? Still don't believe me? What was the name of the first slave ship? If you want more, read the free audiobook. It's a link at the top of the page. It's called Fams. I love you all. Peace.
Wow, man. Damn.
I'm not going to right now, but I suggest you do a deep dive. YouTube. This is for entertainment purposes only. If you know, you know.
What happens when we die?
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
What did you have for breakfast this morning?
So this morning I had, bodegas here in New York have pretty good egg sandwiches. So I had a fried egg sandwich, both English muffins lightly toasted. After it's toasted, I had my man put the butter on both the top and the bottom respectively. Sliced off avocado.
Okay,
then
I
mush
get
it with
it.
the
I
spoon.
get it.
Okay, sorry.
What was the last movie you saw?
Last movie I saw was this movie called Begonia, and it was fucking gnarly.
Okay. Can you remember any episode from your teenage years?
Unfortunately, many, and it's a little bit too vivid.
Okay. So now, where were these memories before I asked you the question?
In my mind, which serves as kind of like my own internal RAM. Again, this is what I'm assuming.
So if I went into your brain,
yes,
would I find the memory of breakfast or those teenage years or what you were doing at 6 o'clock last night?
Yeah, I have no idea.
You wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, and I just want to make this very clear. We are on YouTube, and I just make it perfectly clear. I do not know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the memory was triggered by my asking the question. So the memory doesn't exist in your brain till I ask you the question. As soon as I ask you the question, neurons all over fire.
Yeah.
And you say, oh, that I had a bagel. Or this is traumatic memory from my teenage years.
Yes.
The memory is in consciousness. Mm-hmm. And where do you go after you die?
Yeah.
Where those memories are now. So you don't go anywhere. You're there now. Okay? This right now is a hallucination.
Oh, you believe in the Belinda Carlisle theory?
I believe in my theory.
But you know the Belinda Carlisle theory,
No,
correct?
I don't.
You've heard it.
No.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
Okay.
It's here.
Okay, here. That's it.
My nigga.
You gotta watch this.
Or my. The first words in the Bible, in the beginning. Listen to what those words translate to in Hebrew with their letters.
In the beginning. Okay, let's pause right there. Look at this in Hebrew. Hebrew word for beginning is this word right here, bereshit. And remember, they read from right to left. So we will break down every letter together. So from right to left, this is the letter Beit, Resh, Aleph, Shin, Yod, and Tav. Beit, Resh, Aleph, Shin, Yod, Tav spelled Bereshit, which means the beginning, and it's already forming a sentence. The Son of God destroyed by his own hand on the cross. But we're not done yet. Another one is Shin, Yod, and Tav together. It is read say it, but the English word is thorns. Resh, Aleph, and Shin, which is read as Rosh, and in English it means head. So this means tree, cypress tree, actually. These two together, the Shin and Yod, means gift. Okay, let's try to put this together. The Son of God destroyed by his own hand on the cross with thorns on his head, hung up on a tree as a gift of the covenant. Wait, so Jesus was in the beginning? In the beginning was the Word. And who was the Word? The Word was God.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. And another yep. I'm just going to leave that right there.
Beginning. Okay, let's pause right there. Look at this in Hebrew. Hebrew word for beginning is this word right here, bereshit. And remember, they read from right to left. So we will break down every letter together. So from right to left, this is the letter Beit, Resh, Aleph, Shin, Yod, and Tav. Beit, Resh, Aleph, Shin, Yod, Tav spelled bereshit, which means the beginning, and it's already forming a sentence. The Son of God destroyed by his own hand on the cross. But we're not done yet. Another one is Shin, Yod, and Tav together. It is read say it, but the English word is thorns. Resh, Aleph, and Shin, which is read as Rosh, and in English it means head. So this means tree, cypress tree, actually. These two together, the Shin and Yod, means gift. Okay, let's try to put this together. The Son of God destroyed by his own hand on the cross with thorns on his head, hung up on a tree as a gift of the covenant. Wait, so Jesus was in the beginning? In the beginning was the Word. And who was the Word? The Word was God.
An experiment. Fresh bag of chips. Unused, right? Wow, I like cell phones, and I think that Steve Jobs did a great job creating the iPhone, right? Okay, hold up. Let's open up these bag of chips real quick. Noise cancellation was not around in the year 2001. Let me say it again. Noise cancellation was not around in 2001. Noise cancellation was created by Paul Leweg, a German physicist, in 1933. We didn't have noise cancellation until the iPhone 4 came out in 2010. So that phone call that was made in September 11th, why didn't we hear the cabin?
That's the episode, Quik Crew. Thanks for riding Rabbit Hole Express. Stand back, doors closing. Remember, keep God first, respect yourself, and remember to forgive. And I'll see you in the next vid. Quik.